SmashCut.
A technique in film where one scene abruptly cuts to another without transition.
Much like a typical conversation with me and my friends when discussing film, television, music, video games, or anything else that happens to come up. This is the idea behind the show, SmashCuts.
Hello, and welcome to a new episode of SmashCuts. I'm Rich Paul, and with me is Jacqueline Kimmick.
Hello, hello.
Hello, and we're recording a new episode, and Miss Kimmick, what are we talking about today?
Well, we were thinking in the topic of like themes and just kind of talking about something a little bit more loosely, that it might be a nice idea to talk about mothers. Mother's Day is coming up on May 10th. So like iconic on-screen mothers or iconic actresses who play great moms, like any kind of Mother Day movie that you feel like you might have liked or TV show, but just kind of having moms as the theme. And then these could be people that we look up to and, you know, relate to, or maybe they are more villainous and iconic because of their, you know, nefarious ways, but it's the Mother's Day sode.
Yeah. There you
So,
go.
Richie, who, when you think of an on-screen mom, do you
Yeah.
have an actress that you're like, if I'm just going to cast a mom with no notes, just like, okay, mom, classic.
Yeah.
Do you have someone that you think of?
Um, I think automatically for some reason in my head I always go to Brady Bunch, but that's just the way I grew up.
Okay,
Like
okay.
I'll always think of Mrs. Brady for some reason. Well,
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah, there's two actually, Mrs. Brady, and then I was also a big Little House on the Prairie fan, which is funny to a lot of people, but so that would
Nice.
be, and also Mrs. Ingalls. You know, I would say the two of them would be
Nice.
the moms that pop into my head immediately. What about you?
If I have an actress that is playing a mom that I'm just casting, my first choice is always Diane Weiss. I
Oh, okay.
always think of her. I think that she's got that sweet face, but she's got so much depth to her
Yeah.
also. You know, she's got that face that is smiley and squinty, but like, you don't want to cross it.
Yeah. I
I
think
don't
of
know.
her Parenthood, right? Yeah, that's the first thing I think of.
Yeah, well, I guess I always think of Edward Scissorhands, but
Oh, of course. Yeah. There you go.
and Lost Boys and so many more. I mean, she's been a mom in many different things in her career, but
Wow, I
I
forgot
always
she
kind
was a
of,
mom in Lost Boys. I completely
yeah,
forgot that. Holy moly.
yeah, I know. I mean, she's a classic. She's still out there doing her thing, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
that's true.
she's who pops in my head as like just off the cuff, right?
Yeah. I could see that. Yeah, because she
Mhm.
definitely has that. And I'm just trying to even think more modern. Like if I'm trying to think of what it's kind of weird because the on television now they make the moms very modern and
Mhm.
they make them very unmom like now. So like I go back to you know what we've been watching a lot. Actually, this is somebody who definitely she's played a mom twice on two big shows that one is Everybody Loves Raymond,
Oh, yes.
and also The Middle, which is we've been watching like crazy over here for some reason. My daughter got into watching The Middle, so we've binged every episode already, and I just blanked on her name. But yeah, she's the mom from Everybody Loves Raymond. I can't think of what her name is, but
I
she's
know, I'm looking at it now because I'm terrible.
yes, but she's what I find interesting is
Doris Roberts.
oh no, oh yeah, her, yeah, of course. But I was actually thinking of the younger actress who
Oh.
plays Ray's wife. Um,
Oh.
yes, but yeah, that's actually yeah, she is. Yeah, you're right. Actually, that is frighteningly my yeah, a mom. um,
You're thinking of Patricia Heaton?
yeah, Patricia Heaton is the one that I
Yeah.
was thinking because she's in the middle and she's in Ray, where she plays
Yeah.
this two different types of mom. One is that very trying to be organized and fit into the family mom, and then on the middle, she's the mom who just she's just gets everything, tries to do her best, but gets everything wrong, and is more real. Like, she can't get the
Yeah.
house clean. She can't get dinner. For her, when she
Mm-hmm.
says dinner's ready, it's just bags of, fast food,
Dinner's
So
ready. There you go.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's, yeah. But in terms of, yeah, the Doris Roberts, you're right. Because not only did I see her in this show, but she was also a mom in a show called Angie back in the day, which I don't even know if you've ever heard of.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, But I made a list of movies too. And of so much. Some of them I think the theme of motherhood is there,
Sure.
and some of them I don't know, might be a stretch, but yeah. Well, but I'll go back to you. Is there another actress that you think of?
Well, no, we can go. I mean, I have just a list of names. Some of them are actresses, some of them are character names, just because, again, the theme really does lend itself to either. But the
Yeah.
other easy addition for me would be Morticia Adams,
Oh, of course.
specifically Angelica Houston. She's my Morticia.
Yeah.
Um, although I did watch the old black and white show growing up, and I have watched the first season of Wednesday. We started the second season, and I mean, I don't know, it wasn't for me. But maybe
Oh, you
I'll
didn't
try it
like the
again
second?
another
Yeah,
time.
it
I
gets
didn't stick
better.
with it.
It gets
I didn't
better.
stick
Yeah,
with it.
yeah, yeah.
But Angelica Houston as Morticia Adams, I mean, again, the mother who has it all, an adoring husband, a happy family, an unhappy family together.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I felt like she was so iconic, such a role model growing up as um a little goth girl
Yeah.
back in the day when I was growing up in the 90s. Um,
It's funny,
but
yeah. And it's funny, was that your with Adam's Family, was that your first experience was with the movie, or was it the TV show
no, I used to,
first?
yeah, I used to watch the TV show when I was really little.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah,
black and white one, yeah, yeah. Which I mean, it's so fun seeing the colorized sets, like for what they really looked like, not
yeah.
realizing everything was like pink and bright, and because everything translated to different colors in black and white, it was all more about tone and temperature of the color, and
Hmm.
so it's so funny. You think of them living in a very drab, environment, and then that old TV show, when you look at the actual sets, it's just like somebody really went crazy, like Liberace went crazy in there.
Yeah.
It
Well, it's
was
weird
so
too, is
fun.
even their faces, the coloring is more grayish, like
Hmm.
it's almost like they colored them black and white,
Yeah.
like uh which I guess makes sense if you wanted to bring out certain tones, especially Herman, he's more, I mean, he's green, but he's also
You're
more, it's a
thinking of the
grayish.
Munsters.
Oh yeah, I am thinking on the monsters. How did I do
Yes.
that? Oh,
Which
sorry.
is also, I
Yeah,
mean, a sister family, right? I
yeah,
kindred spirit cousin,
yeah.
but yes,
No, you're right.
yes.
Now that I
Hmm.
think of it, I don't think I've ever seen colored pictures from Adam's Family like during that time. Like I
Yeah.
just know the show, but I don't think I've ever seen set pictures or anything. Like that's why I think I automatically went to the monsters,
Hmm.
which
Hmm.
yeah, which is easy, I guess, because both of those shows. When I was younger, I'm trying to remember if they were both. I think one was right after the other sometimes. Um,
That makes
so
a lot of sense, right?
yeah, because I don't know how I grew up watching it like on regular, antenna television, like not cable or
Hmm.
anything. So it was either like Channel 5, or I should say, um, Fox. Well, it wasn't even Fox then. I don't even know what it was. WNEW, I think it was. And then WPIX was Channel 11.
Mm.
Was the one where one or the other would play. But
Mm.
yeah. But well,
Well,
what other mother character I also think about too is, and this goes into a movie,
mm.
um, is I don't know her name, but I think of the woman who's in Carrie. They're all gonna laugh at you. That mom
Sissy
from Carrie.
Spacek?
No, well, Sissy
Oh, the
Spacek is,
mom from the
yeah, the
mom.
mom.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
the mom who's like probably the ultimate
Let me
in
see.
scary moms. Would be
Hmm.
the mom from Carrie, because she's I all of her lines like are kind of iconic. Like but the one that always stays with me is they're all gonna laugh at you. You know, is that?
Margaret White.
There you go. Yeah, but yeah,
Mm.
just jumped over into a weird movie. Not
I don't
really
know. I've
a
got
Mother's
plenty.
Day movie, but
But she's an iconic mother. I mean, talk about like some of the ones that I had pulled for things like that. Obviously you have Mommy Dearest, you've got Joan Crawford, you've
yeah, yeah.
got um what else? I know that we had um like some bad ones like Cersei Lannister and you know
Oh
what
my
I
God.
mean?
Well, yeah.
Like
Although well, I mean, you could argue that she was a good mom. Like she did everything for her son, right? Like everything, she always put him first.
no, I don't
But
think that that's it. I don't putting someone first is different than raising a
yeah,
a,
yeah.
a good
Well,
person and being a good mom. No,
oh
I don't think
yes,
that she was a
yeah.
good mom.
No, no, she wasn't. Yeah, I should rephrase that. She had the protective instinct part of
Yes,
it, but she was
yes,
missing
absolutely.
a lot. Like she did everything for her son, but she didn't really.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's a kind of a weird, weird
yeah,
dynamic, I guess. Um,
yes.
but so now let's say, would you and your mom watch Mother's Day movies or do anything like that during on Mother's Day or not
No,
really?
no, we would watch Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. That's what
Yeah,
my mom liked to watch when I was growing
yeah.
and then she loved romance and stuff like that too, but we were definitely an action adventure family. We would put on like Soldier on repeat or something, the one with Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, yeah.
Yeah, no, no,
Oh, funny.
that was definitely more our thing, but
Yeah,
I one of the ones that we would watch a lot would be like the Terminator film. So I think that Sarah Connor is a fantastic mother and an iconic mother. I mean,
yeah,
so Linda Hamilton playing Sarah Connor, I think, is a definite shout out for moms who save the world,
yeah.
save the timeline, save their son.
Well, it's funny because yeah, you when you watch the first Terminator, and she's going through all of this, you don't know what she's going to become. But then when you get to the second movie, it's like she's taken it way too far now. Like she kind
Mm,
of went completely militaristic and a little crazy, right? I mean,
hmm.
it's not where you
Oh yeah,
expected it to go, I guess.
we all have flaws.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, but no, but it's a good example of
Yeah.
but that's I guess that's the whole thing is trying to figure out like anyone can make like if they're making a movie like Stepmom is like what you would figure everybody, oh, we're gonna watch Stepmom or something like that because
Hmm.
and
Oh yeah,
and
the one with
with
Julia
Julia Roberts,
Roberts.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember, we
And Susan Sarandon, I think.
yeah, like I mean,
Yeah.
me and my ex roommate, we went and took her mom to see that movie when I was living in California, and it was a cry fest for them, and I mean it was fine. I had no problem with those movies, but it's just it's what it's about. Like you know what you're signing up for. I don't know if
Yeah.
you know what the story is, um, but because Susan Sarandon has cancer, and the stepmom is
Yes.
Julia Roberts, and then they become friends. It's a whole thing. But
Yeah, I watched it. I
yeah,
I watched it the one time around when it came out. It did not stick with me.
yeah. The only reason why I know it so well is because of Showtime. When I worked there, that was one of those
Mm.
movies that you would go, "Oh, Stepmom's on again," like that I'd have to sit and watch.
That's
Um,
funny.
but I was trying to. Did I say one or did you say one? I lost track of who's like.
Oh, I think that you had just said one because we were talking about stepmom,
Oh
but I
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
if that
yeah,
was
yeah.
actually you saying that stepmom was a good one or if
No, yeah,
that
no, no. I don't want that.
I was
No,
like, I was like, I don't think that that's what you were going
yeah,
with that. I
yeah.
think it was more like, did I have any like Mother's Day movies I used to watch with my
Well, the
mom?
way the way I started to think of it is I was like, well, which ones would I want? Like, if I had to create like a playlist of sorts,
Mm.
I decided,
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, what would I put on my playlist to be like almost like a Mother's Day themed evening, on
Yeah.
the network. So if you want to do it like that, I can give you one, and you can if you give
Sure.
one, yeah. So So I put on there because I it jumped up on the list. Everything Everywhere All at Once. I
Oh,
think
yes,
is like
definitely.
it like hits,
Hugely.
yeah, like hits all the marks, right? It's like
Hmm.
very a protective mother, but then going to the extremes, and then
Yeah,
everything that happens, and also Michelle Yeoh,
I love her
being
so much. She's
and
an
you,
icon.
yeah, and I think for some reason, because even when I go through my list, I don't know if there's ever been a really good mother-son movie. It's mostly mother-daughter relationship, and that
I
movie
just
is
talked
that.
about Terminator. I don't know
Oh,
what you're
that's right.
talking
Yeah,
about.
that's right. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, but because I was trying to find that too, and I was like, oh, I can't. I find a mother-daughter one.
Yeah,
I mean a mother-son
yeah.
one, but yeah. So that would start my day on my
Yeah.
network.
Okay, I like that. If I was going to add something in that like Mother's Day vibe for a playlist, I would add Brave. I think that that film was really, a love letter to the same kind of situation. Like it feels very on theme with Everything Everywhere All at Once,
Hmm.
because Brave is very much, a daughter who is trying to be independent and maybe not be forced into a role that, her family and her mother have decided for her, and then coming back around to understanding her as a person. So I think that that's really, I mean, that is maybe too much of the same story reiterated, but the family friendly version, since the one you chose is definitely
Yeah,
not for
yeah,
all ages,
yeah,
not suitable for all ages. But
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
would say that. I would say that Brave
And
would
that
be
is
in
an
there.
interesting one too, because I've seen it. I've only seen it in pieces because I was
Mm,
when Quinn was watching it or something. But I always thought it was I didn't realize at first that the mother was going to turn into a bear. Like I had no idea that was the
yeah,
story,
yeah,
and so that was an interesting twist uh,
yeah,
to it. So yeah, no, but I like that. Um,
yeah.
I one another animated one, I guess a Disney one, which I really like this one. Is Turning Red. Did you see that one?
Oh yeah, I did see that one.
I thought that was not only was it so interesting
That's really
because it
good.
was a protective mom and knowing about but the daughter, but also the idea of that they made an animated film kind of like Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, in a way, without
Mm,
overtly saying that it's
mm-hmm.
about like menstruation or something like that. But I mean, that's
Yeah.
clearly the allegory is there for
Mm-hmm.
for that. But the mom character and then the grandma character and it all kind of fits in. It goes down that line, and it really
Yeah.
focuses on their relationship. Um, yeah, I mean, I thought I instantly said, okay, that's got to be second on my list, of
Yeah.
movies that I would show, if that was one. Uh,
Yeah. I totally see that. Okay, well, I already said Diane Weiss basically from Edward Scissorhands, so I can't really say that, and I can't say Adam's Family because I already said that too. But like those are my my uplifting ones. A lot of my other ones are just like either badass ones or like
I know.
twist,
Well,
twisted ones.
my list is gonna get weird, real weird, real fast. So don't
Real
worry.
weird, real quick. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well then I'll put in a little action break, and I'll say Beatrix Kiddo from Kill Bill, because that entire
Oh yeah.
uh, that entire thing is her,
Yeah.
trying to first avenge what she believed was her, dead daughter, and then finally realizing that, she's able to reunite. And everything in that film was, about her daughter and
Yeah.
her, connection and responsibility, her honor,
Yeah.
noblesse oblige.
Yeah.
you
And
know.
that's a
So
crazy one. That's like yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
that's a great choice. I didn't even think of that because that's the whole crux of
That's
the
the whole
movie.
point, because
Yeah.
it's not, you don't really see her with her daughter aside from a very brief,
Yeah.
amount. So it doesn't really feel like a mom movie in that way, but it is a mom movie.
And you just
It's
reminded
a
me,
badass mom movie.
yo, yeah, they just released the full version, and I know that I don't know if I know that it was re-edited and put together. It's like the whole
Yes.
bloody thing. I have it. I just have never gotten around to
The whole
watching it.
bloody affair, I think,
Yeah.
is yeah.
Have you watched that version at all, or
No, I haven't.
no?
I've seen each movie a million times, but I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
seen that specific cut.
I always thought it would be interesting to put it not in chronological, but if you layered the two movies on top of each other, you know what I mean? Like not so much editing them and watching them back to back, but like
Yeah,
interspersing the two movies together.
yeah, just a
Uh,
different timeline, a
yeah,
different.
kind of like what they did with that Western one when he made that a TV show.
Mm,
You know,
the
um,
Hateful Eight. Did they do
yeah,
that?
yeah, Hateful Eight. That's one.
I didn't watch the TV show.
Well, then I have two that I think they fall. I'll put these together almost like a
Mm.
single feature, but uh, I'll say, oh my goodness, perfect for the horror movie that I'm about to. Uh, good sound effects. Child's Play
Ah, there you
and
go.
The Ring. I put together. Hold on a second.
Oh,
Hey guys, I'm recording. Sorry. Okay.
hmm.
Child's Play and The Ring. Um,
That's an interesting choice. I like that you chose The Ring.
yeah, because I mean, it really is, right? I mean,
Ringu.
yeah, it's really about both of them are the same kind of mom struggles, like,
Yeah.
saving them from the supernatural thing, one from the tape and from the, the what's her name? I forget did she have a name in that uh in the ring? I forget what the
Samara?
yeah, that's what it was. Okay. And then
Hmm.
yeah, and then in Child's Play, I and that's funny because I liked both of those movies when I first saw them. But Child's Play was a surprise to me because I didn't think
Yeah.
when I first saw the trailer, I thought it was going to be really silly, and then when I saw the
Hmm.
movie, I was like, wow, this is actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I mean,
I
it
saw
went a
something
little
recently
crazy.
where Jennifer Tilly was like in a photo or saying they're gonna do something with oh no, I'm thinking of Chucky. I was like trying to be like, what's the mom in Child's Play? But I was thinking of Chucky.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's funny.
And I'm like, wait.
I mean, I know her as she was the mom on Seventh Heaven. What's her? And she was in oh, what's that other movie? Uh, Star Trek. She was the one that goes back in time, or they bring her forward in time. Uh, in Star
Oh
Trek
yeah.
4. Yeah, I forget her name.
What is her name? I'll have to look. I'm trying to remember Catherine Hicks
Catherine Hicks. That's it. That's
and
it.
Chris Sarandon. Yeah, honestly, I don't remember Child's Play. Maybe I need to see that again.
Yeah, the first one. I mean, it went into pure camp. By the time it got, I mean, the second one already was starting,
Well, I need to
and then,
watch that again. I
and
don't
I mean,
remember it.
and they were fun, but the original one was actually scary. Like it really had some good jump scares, and actually, yeah, it was a good one. I liked that one. Um,
Yeah.
and the ring, of course, was the ring. I don't think anyone, you know, needs explanation on that. I just always remember. I saw the original first, so that one I knew what I was
Well,
getting into, which I thought was
yes,
scarier,
me too.
obviously.
Yeah.
But
Well, well, yes,
yeah,
you have to homogenize a little bit for a different
yeah,
audience,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
But no, I mean really thinking about Ringu and Ring is interesting because what would you do if you were a mother and all of a sudden you find out that your child you know, has watched this videotape and is going to die in 7 days? And how do you handle that? The only way to handle it is to like pass that curse on, and bearing the weight of that choice. I mean, I don't know if there's a mother who wouldn't do that, but
yeah,
maybe not. I don't know. Like it's still, very um
yeah.
im- tumultuous,
Did
you
that
know.
is that sim I'm trying to remember. In Drag Me to Hell, did she have a child in that, or she didn't? Right? In the
And Drag
main,
Me to Hell, I don't
yeah.
remember having a child, but I haven't seen that
Okay.
in a while.
Because I was just thinking that's almost a similar thing when she makes that choice as well,
Mm.
but yeah, I couldn't remember. I'm like, did she do it? But I was just thinking, oh, she did it selfishly. Never mind.
Mm, mm,
To
mm,
save herself.
mm, mm.
But yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Yeah, what do you do, right? She passed it on, which
Yeah.
you know,
Interesting.
so there's a thought
Okay,
process.
so I have some more TV ones. We
Okay.
have TV show ones. So I already
This is
said
good.
Cersei. I have Jessica Walter as Lucille Bluth or the
Oh
mom from
yeah.
Archer, Mrs. Archer. I'm sorry. She's phenomenal. Talk
Yeah.
about an iconic mother. I mean, I just the
Yeah.
amount of memes she has generated, the amount of quotes that I use every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I haven't even watched either of those shows in a really long time, but it's like she's just so iconic. She has that biting humor, that biting wit, and the looks that she can give.
Yeah.
You know, talk about if looks could kill, shooting daggers. I mean, she is just hilarious in the
Yeah.
best possible way. But a sweet one, I'm going to add Estelle Getty as Sophia
Oh,
because
okay.
that's a sweetie pie. I mean, come on, who doesn't love Golden Girls? And that's like the
Yeah.
mom of the Golden Girls, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I have to give a shout out where shout outs are due.
There you go. Well, that's a good one. The
Mm-hmm.
and it's funny because she's definitely a mom that is very self-centered though. Not Sophia. I mean the
Mm-hmm.
one from Arrested Development.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but my
Lucille Bluth.
favorite is
Mm-hmm.
always because it's always the thing that when she has the mother-son thing with Buster, where they have to do the
Mm-hmm.
photos
Oh
every
yeah.
year, which is funny.
That show is so funny.
I know it really was. It's too bad that I think what happened with that show is when it went to Netflix, everyone's schedule kind of messed with the pacing of it because they
Mm,
had to film and so every episode became dedicated to one character. I think you kind of
yeah.
lost something. But I did hear, and I've never gone back to watch. I did hear that the creator went back and edited the season so that it's more intertwined. So, but
Mm.
I've never gone back to it.
Well, that's
Um,
interesting.
let me see. So yeah, well, I had some safe ones. Well, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie by Albert Brooks called Mother with Debbie Reynolds.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God, that is the funniest. Essentially, he's a writer and he's trying to figure out why he always has relationship problems. So he decides at over 40, he's divorced, to move back in with his mother, who's Debbie Reynolds. And so it's just every uh you know every kind of situation that you could think of a older older son, older mom, and you know going to the store and shopping for expensive peanut butter, and she's or even
Yeah.
like going, he goes to see her at home, and she says, I'll give you some ice cream, and she didn't put the top on the ice cream, so it's like that frozen stuff on the top of the ice cream, and
Mm-hmm.
she calls that the frozen layer, like almost like that's part of the treat of having ice. So it's just a funny movie though. There's like just a lot of
It's
funny
funny.
parts to it.
I just looked up the cover of it and I'm like, I remember seeing that cover in Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Like, or I don't know, maybe yeah, it was still Blockbuster, right? That was a 90s film,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
oh, definitely, yeah,
It's
yeah.
yeah. Like I remember, but I don't think I ever actually saw it.
Oh, I mean, his movies are never, there's always like a twist to everything, like his
Hmm.
his actual written, directed movies that he does. So, but
The
yeah, if you've
only
never seen it, definitely worth checking out.
The only movie named Mother that I ever saw was the Darren Aronofsky one with
Oh,
Jennifer Lawrence, which I was not planning on bringing up today, but I'm like, okay, it is the title of the film.
I know, right?
Certainly not one I would put on my Mother's Day playlist, though.
Yeah. Well, I'll finish. Yeah, yeah. Do you want me to finish off the horror ones?
Yeah,
I'll say,
yes,
uh, we got Psycho because
absolutely.
nothing says, yeah.
That was great. And you know what I want to say about that too, because obviously the original is the superior. But
Mhm,
Vera Farmiga played Norman Bates' mother in the TV show Bates
yeah,
Motel, and she did such a fantastic job because she was so like engaging. Like you really did understand why people were like charmed by her,
yeah,
but she also had this a bit this way that she plays almost the manic side of her, really
hmm
was so it felt very real. It felt very true to the character and it really did kind of make you understand how Norman kind of became that way. Of course, Norman has his own issues and own responsibilities, but like
Yeah.
when you have an overbearing presence like that, life, but also, I think she also was a little scared at some points of what was happening. But
Oh
it
yeah.
was, I don't know, I felt like she played that role with a lot of complexity and depth that I really think she deserves a shout out for. Because even though that show did, like most TV shows, there's good seasons, bad seasons, good episodes, bad episodes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Overall, I don't know that it was great, but there were really magical things that happened in it that make me very happy I watched.
Yeah, I no, I liked it actually. I thought it was really good. There was
Mm,
another TV show, but there was a TV movie that they made where what's his name was in it, Anthony Perkins, but
mhm,
he's thinking back on his life, and I think it was Henry Thomas played him young,
mhm.
and I forgot who the mom. It was she was like a famous actress, Sophie some. I can't remember her name. I'll have to look it up, but she was really good as that character. Like they did a lot, and you really got to understand uh, because she definitely played it crazier, uh, and you kind of see where how he got to where he ended up. So
Hmm,
so yeah.
that's
So but that's
interesting. I wonder what that one
it was on
was.
Showtime years ago. It was let me see if I can look it up. It was probably like let me see if I look
Was
up.
it? Did it have like Psycho in the title? Do you think, or was
Yeah.
it
Oh yeah, it definitely did. Yeah, because Anthony Perkins was in it. So it was I think
Psycho? Yeah. Well, I see one, two, three, and four.
what's four called?
Four is called The Beginning.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
It
it.
wasn't
Okay.
released in the movies. It was made for Showtime. And
Oh, okay. Let's see.
yeah,
It has Olivia Hussey.
that's it. Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah, she was really good. And Henry Thomas plays him.
Yes.
Yeah, he's young. So yeah, if you ever,
Henry Thomas grew up and he's got such a sweet face, but he's been in so many creepy things that you're just like, no, creepy.
yeah,
It's
I
such a
know.
shame.
You were my
Mm,
childhood, Elliot. Yeah, get mad at him.
yeah,
Yeah. So, yeah, that
that's
was,
funny.
and then I think what I have another hard one, or if you have another one, you can go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have I well, I did do a quick peek on like lists online for like iconic mothers just to make sure I didn't like overlook something that I would agree with.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but I do agree that Molly Weasley
Oh yeah.
is a fantastic example of, an iconic mother, and
Mm.
she certainly had some moments um that were really fun. But really, like, I know, okay, everybody's gonna be like Joyce Byers from Stranger Things, and I'm like, I agree, yes, amazing. However, if we're gonna go Stranger Things, I I say Karen, like
Oh, the
Karen
mom.
Wheeler
Yeah.
is, and I had been saying that since season one. To my boyfriend every time I'm like, she's such a good mom. She's like, you can talk to me. I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
here for you. She's doing everything right. She's definitely
Yeah.
like the one that is like with the trends and everything. Like she's like the cool mom, quote unquote. But on top of all that, because like that's fun, but like she genuinely cares about her kids. She genuinely is trying her best. And
Yeah.
then in that final season, oh,
Oh yeah.
like that was it for me. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was so upset when I thought she was dead. No, I mean, I'm sorry for any spoilers, but like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's been long enough that people who are fans should have
I
probably
know.
seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
was just like,
she was
oh,
definitely
it was
interesting
awesome.
because I didn't you didn't see that going into because I think because she had such a her husband was so like out to lunch,
It's
right?
such
I
a
mean,
putz.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is the Broadway show that's out now with the characters that I guess she's a pretty big character in the show,
Good.
as well as I
More
mean
Karen Wheeler, I say.
yeah, yeah. So I did see that. That's one I would like to see because I've watched the making of it. I don't know if you've seen that on HBO, and
Mm-mm.
it looks really interesting.
Yeah.
Amazing stage work. I mean, I don't know how they pull off half the stuff that they do. I mean, it looks, they really brought it to the stage, and it really looks like Stranger Things. Um,
Yeah.
and I know the cartoon just started. I've gotta take a look at that too. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, that's a good choice. Um, let's see. Well, I have a funny one, which is
Mm.
Juno. I think is was kind of a
Oh,
fun movie. I don't know if that,
that's funny.
yeah. I had two that were kind of questionable. Well, Juno was one, and then I was thinking about this movie because I've seen it a lot on cable, but Hidden Figures is one that came up, and
Mm.
and
It's a
I think
great
it's
movie.
just because of all of the all of the women there, they're all, well, most, majority were moms, right? I think there was like two.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember. Like again, I haven't seen it in a while, and I only watched the one time. Really
yeah,
enjoyed it, but I'm not like it
yeah. It
doesn't
didn't
scream
jump out.
Mother's Day or like yes, yeah.
Yeah, just like this
But
one, like another one that is questionable too is Almost Famous is one that I like a lot.
mm,
But I felt like that's Frances McDormand's character in that is definitely like a big uh,
you know,
catalyst for the way, for keeping him safe, especially when she's like
yeah.
yelling at the rock stars on the on the phone, and they look shook, after they've spoke to her,
Hmm.
so that's so I said questionable ones, but it was
Well, no,
yeah,
I see it. I see the vision. I'm trying to think. Your choices made me think of this one show I watched that was so interesting, and now I'm trying to think of it. It was who played Captain Marvel, the woman.
oh
Um,
oh my God,
I
Bryce,
know
not
I'm having
Bryce,
a hard time.
yeah, because
Yes.
Ro it's not Rose Byrne, but that's the name that popped into my head.
It's not. It's You're right.
No,
It's not Rose Byrne.
yeah,
It's Brie Larson. Okay, Brie
Brie
Larson.
Larson. I knew it was something like
She
that.
was just what was she was like in the science of the chemistry of something. I have to look it up because
Oh yes,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it was really
Something,
interesting.
not so. What was that show? Yeah, that was Jen loved that show.
It was so good. And just speaking of like different moms and different stuff, like that was a really interesting one.
Yeah,
Out of nowhere. Again, lessons in chemistry.
yes,
Um,
because she changed her whole life essentially without changing
yes.
it as well. Like it kind of,
Yeah.
figured out a way to
Hmm.
continue doing what she wanted to
Hidden
do.
Figures made me think of that just because of the time framing, that
Yeah,
kind of retro vibe. The visual language I felt like
yeah.
had a lot in common.
Well, and it also has to do with the same type of person too. Like there's
Yeah.
engineers,
Yes.
that were overlooked and had a fight to be noticed. Um, I think, let me see. I think I did I say everything on my list? I'm looking to see if I
Let
know
me.
one that I left out. I left one out here. Well, there's two I left out. One, this one, it was kind of, I put it on there just because, I mean, Mamma Mia, I guess you have to add that. I mean, it's the whole
Oh, okay. Okay.
point of
Fair.
it, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
the whole movie. But in a not so obvious way, I would say Aliens, right?
Okay.
Ripley and
Yeah.
Newts, um,
Absolutely.
you know, and also, and not even just that, you can go further down the line. You have Ripley, you have Newt, and then you have the Alien Queen, who's the ultimate mom who
Very
seeks
true.
revenge for what just happened. You know,
Very true. Very true. That's
it's
funny.
yeah,
That's funny. Well, for another in the horror category, we have Hereditary. What an interesting relationship Toni Collette had
yeah.
there. And then I also had, um, of course, Catherine O'Hara.
Oh
She's
yeah.
another one that, everyone like the mom from Beetlejuice, the mom from Home Alone,
Yeah. Well,
Incomparable, obviously from Schitt's
questionable,
Creek.
in Home Alone, right? Like,
Well, questionable, but iconic. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah,
And again, her role as Moira in Schitt's Creek is just.
yeah,
I mean, to have such a long and amazing career, and then to have like that incredible moment
Hmm.
happen late, which she didn't need. Again, she was already
Yeah.
Catherine O'Hara. It's not like she needed it, but to have that kind of hit the zeitgeist and to have everyone really kind of a whole new generation fall in love with her, and respect her so much in such a new way. I thought that was definitely worth mentioning because
Yeah.
Moira is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
One
Yeah.
of I resisted watching that show for so long because I'm like, I get it. Schitt's Creek, it's so funny. They're playing on word. I'm like, ugh, vulgar humor, whatever. And I, was like, ugh, I don't wanna, I don't wanna.
Yeah.
And then I watched it and was like, okay, I love it.
Yeah. I
Obviously,
know.
I do. And obviously, there's still stuff like, especially anything with like Roland and his like family.
Mhm.
They're leaning into that kind of body, like
Yeah.
gross humor, which is not my favorite thing, but that's not the whole show. And most of the show is this beautiful character building and relationship building between everybody else. And the characters are so incredibly well written
Yeah.
that
Oh
you
yeah,
can't
it's
help but
much
love it.
better. It's much better than you think it's going to be. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing with it. Because I went in the same way too. Like because I went in after the fact,
Hmm.
yeah, I enjoyed it. But also I think even Eugene Levy he's not playing the character he usually plays. He's even different uh
Yeah.
in that show. Like usually he's kind of the nerdy foppish guy, but that's not really his character in this one.
Yeah. It's
So yeah,
true.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's so then I was just kind of looking freezing. I was like, well, what just now going through and what automatically comes up? And I mean, I saw this movie and it was fine. As I guess the Joy Luck Club, right, is a big one that everybody,
Oh, I never watched that. And I
yeah,
never read it.
that one, or
But
Mr.
huge
Mom.
phenomenon. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there agreeing.
Yeah, yeah. The ones that'll yeah, it's Mr. Mom, but not really because
I love Mr.
yeah,
Mom.
yeah, me too. But which Nate Bargatze has a movie coming out, which is essentially that.
All
But it
right.
looks
That's
cute,
funny.
but it's definitely yeah, take off on that. Um,
Mm.
Let me see. I was looking. Bird Box. I've never seen. Have you seen that movie?
Bird Box, yeah, it's the one with oh my gosh. I wanted to call her Susan Sarandon, and that's not it. It's Sandra Bullock,
Oh, okay.
where they're basically like I don't know if it's a Stephen King feel, but it's or a book story, but it's that kind of story where like The Mist, where all of a sudden there's something outside. And for this movie, if you look at whatever these alien creatures are, whatever it is that is out there, what alien or demonic or whatever, I don't remember how they explained it in the film, but
Yeah.
or angelic, you go crazy and like die basically.
Oh,
So they have to leave the house because they can't just stay in their house forever.
yeah.
And they are basically walking around outside, like holding hands or tied together with blindfolds and having to like make their way through this new dangerous environment
And what
without
is
all
it?
of all of their senses.
Is she have like kids or what? Is she
Yeah,
leading?
she's got kids. Yeah, she's got kids, but you should just watch The Quiet Place instead because that's better.
I was gonna say it sounded like
That's
that.
it's
It's
better.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it sounded like that to
I
me.
think it
Like I
was
was
in
thinking,
response to that. I mean, it feels like it was in response to A
yeah,
Quiet Place, which again, incredible mother story. Oh my gosh,
yeah.
the way she had to have that baby
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right.
she
That
was
is
ready.
crazy.
She was ready with that shotgun. She's like, "Come and get him."
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, that was so good. That
I
was
know. I know.
I'm
I mean,
glad you brought that up because
that was probably
I
the
didn't
worst one
think of
because
it.
then she stepped on the glass and
I
oh,
know
yikes.
the nail on the stair.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, nail on the stairs.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
oh.
yikes. Now,
That's something everybody has a issue with.
yeah. Oh, yikes. I'm looking at this list and I see Thelma and Louise is on here. I'm trying to figure out why. Why would
Yeah, I don't
Thelma and
know.
Louise be on there? Like that's not.
I don't know. Did
Uh,
they leave their money, their everything to their kids? I don't
yeah,
know.
I know, right? Because isn't it the way they just kind of
Oh,
leave, don't they? They just kind of
yeah,
like
I don't know. I don't
leave
know
their
how
life
that one is,
behind.
but I
Yeah.
haven't seen it in so long. There might be a tie in there that I don't know about. Well, I
Yeah.
have one more that was kind of. a little, but I think you'll appreciate it. We'll see how many people do, but I really love Into the Woods, and I think Bernadette Peters as the witch. I don't know that she is a good mother, quote unquote. And of course, we're talking about Rapunzel. I don't know that she's truly, a
Yeah.
biological mother either. Not that that matters, but there is some really beautiful, touching moments with that storyline, and some of the songs, like "Children Should
Hmm.
Listen" or like "Sometimes She'll Leave You Halfway Through the," like all of the songs. Bernadette Peters is just a powerhouse to begin with, and
Yeah.
she'll just make me cry in general. But there is there's something about that bond where, again, she's not what I would call a good mother, but she is definitely a protective one,
Yeah. No,
and
that's a
one who
good.
believes that
Uh,
she's doing the
um,
right thing.
all of the characters in there, because even the evil
Hmm.
stepmother is doing all this stuff for her children, and
Yeah, yeah, it's
and
true.
then the
The
Jack's
baker's
mom,
wife
yeah,
is trying
wants
to
wants to have a
do some work.
child, and
Mm-hmm.
you've got the Jack's mom, and then you've got
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, those are good choice, and then Snow White at the end. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, not ruin it,
Yeah.
but yeah. Well, and I guess I the only other one that you have to include on there, um, and this could be either version, is Little Women, right? I mean, there's the ultimate
Mm,
of
sure.
you know, um, but I saw the Greta Gerwig version. I saw the one from years ago.
Yeah, the one from years ago is the one I know. I haven't seen the newer one.
Yeah, the new one's pretty good. Who plays the dad is Bob Odenkirk.
Oh,
Um,
really? That's
yeah,
funny.
yeah, which is pretty cool. But yeah, no, that
What
was
an interesting career he has had.
I know. I know, right?
What a roller coaster. The fact that he had it didn't aren't there two nobodies now? Didn't we watch the second one? Like
Yeah, you got two,
the
and then another movie now too that looks pretty good. That's in the same vein, another action film.
I
Um,
love him so much. And
yeah,
what an incredible stroke of luck he had to land that role on Breaking Bad that was supposed to be a one or two episode part, but
yeah,
he was so good at it, they kept writing him more and more scenes. And then for him to have the spin-off of Better Call Saul, which you and I have discussed on this podcast before,
it's even
is
better.
arguably
Yeah,
better than
yeah. I
than
just rewatched. I
Breaking Bad.
literally, I 3 weeks it took me, but I
Yeah,
rewatched the whole series again,
yeah,
and
it's so good.
yeah, no, I love that show, and it actually led me down. I started rewatching Breaking Bad just out of just now that
Hmm.
I've seen, because I've only seen Breaking Bad once all the way through, so I started watching that again. And
Yeah.
there were characters in Better Call Saul that I didn't even realize were in Breaking Bad, like throwaway characters that
Hmm.
had bigger parts in Better Call Saul, but now it
Yeah.
made more sense. It's like, oh, okay, I didn't even remember that guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's yeah, he's great. And he was even on Broadway. He was in uh, that David Mamet play
Mm.
with the salesman, which I just blanked on the name of.
Death of
Um,
a Salesman.
no, it's the one where Alec Baldwin does that
Or
famous
was it
speech, always be selling.
Glenn Ross?
Yes, Glengarry Glen Ross.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, he was on Broadway with him, Bill Burr, Michael McKean, um,
Mm.
and what's his name from Succession, who just won the Oscar.
Brian Cox?
No,
Or no, oh, Culkin? Kieran
yes,
Culkin?
yeah, Kieran Culkin was in it too.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, it was like a
Nice.
pretty good cast. Um, but yeah, it just became a Bob Odenkirk special now.
I know.
It's how we end it. The truest
I
mom of
know.
all,
I
Bob
know. I'm like,
Odenkirk. Yeah,
I feel like we have to go. We have to end something. A
I
different
know,
mom. A
I
different
know.
mom. I don't know. Who else gives good mom vibes?
Yeah,
Galadriel? I don't know. I'm like, I don't really have a big like fantasy mom. You know what I mean?
yeah.
To tout that I could think of. Can you like
Well,
other
that
than Molly Weasley,
yeah.
but
No,
like,
she's a good one.
you think about like Lord of the Rings, you even think about
Hmm.
things like Star Trek and stuff, and I'm not like, I mean, I guess Beverly Crusher. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Well,
You know.
I've got one out of left field because I watched this show. Kathy Bates in Matlock.
Happy
she's
Bates!
she's the whole reason she's taken on this whole Matlock persona is because she's trying to. Her daughter had a drug problem. It was like an oxycodone. This drug, I forgot what it was. It's created by this company, Wellbutrin, and so she's infiltrated this law
Mm,
firm so that she can, get the evidence to prove that they knew they hid the studies that could have saved all these people, including her daughter who
interesting.
died. And so she takes on the character of Matlock, who exists as a TV show, but she's taken on that name. And
Mm,
she is a lawyer of sorts, but she's yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous sounding when you say Matlock because immediately you picture,
of course.
my age because I'm probably at the right age group for, but
Mm.
but it actually is a better show than I expected it to be, and yeah, so I guess
Oh,
we could end it
nice.
on Kathy Bates being a good role model.
There you go.
There you go. As she raises her grandson. There you go.
Well done. Well
Well,
done.
very nice. Well, good. I'm glad we got to do this and right in
I
time.
wish Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Yes, definitely. Happy Mother's Day. And but I think yeah, the the one that was what was the one questionable one was Cersei. It's Cersei and the one
Yeah.
from Psycho, right? Like the two of them
Yeah.
are the ones that yeah, maybe went too far. But
Mama
very
Bates.
nice. Very nice. Well, thank you. And we will be back soon with another one of our fun specials.
Well, yeah, it's a more structured one, but this one
Yeah.
is fun. I do appreciate a little fun every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Good talking to you.
Always.